friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to just sit down and do a get ready with me. I felt like I hadn't done one of those in a while and I wanted to film another video after this anyway, so I figured I would sit down and just hang out with you guys, do a little chit-chatting, get ready with me. I tried a couple new items to me that are on my face right now. One of them I really enjoyed and one of them I'm just like so on the fence about. Before I get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys. And yeah, if you are excited and you want to see what goodies I use to get this look, and I didn't really know what else I was gonna say. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start off with our eyes like we normally do, and I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette. I've only gotten a chance to use this once, and I am really excited to try this out again. I'm gonna start off with this like brown matte shade and put it into my crease. Like I said, I've only used this palette once, and I just like longed for it and like lusted over it for such a long time that I am so excited to be trying it out again today. It's not available anymore, which really stinks. I'm hoping if you wanted it, you were able to get your hands on it before it wasn't available anymore. I always hear YouTubers talk about how they don't like to use makeup that isn't available anymore or is discontinued, because then if you want to try it out, they can't link it down below for you. You can't try it. And I always, like heard them say that, and I was like, oh, like I kind of get that. But now that like I have my own channel, I like really understand, because I would just feel bad if I was using something that someone was watching my video and they're like, oh my gosh, I love that. That's like the perfect eyeshadow palette that I've been searching for. And then it's not available. You know what I mean? So I totally understand that mindset, but I just really want to try this out again. So I'm using it, sorry. Alrighty, I know I've been kind of doing a lot of green eye looks lately. I used my Child palette from ColourPop in a video recently, and then also I used my Mini Gold palette from Natasha Denona that has a bunch of greens in it, but I'm going to kind of stick to this trio. It's the Dream Glow trio. They are all just green shadows, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the outer edge, this in the middle, and then this on like the inner half of my eyelid, and kind of do like an ombre green. I think hopefully that looks good. We'll see. I'm just gonna take my glitter primer, put a little bit on my eyelid. Sorry if my voice kind of sounds weird or if it's like going in and out. I'm gonna try to edit out the parts where it like goes in and out, but Mike and I woke up with sore throats today. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, but yeah, I feel fine otherwise. I mean, my nose is kind of stuffy and it's been stuffy the last couple of days, but for the most part, we both like feel fine besides that. We just both have like sore throats, which stresses me out. Yeah, oh, okay, I think that's pretty. I like that like ombre. You can't really tell too much of a difference between these two greens. Like this one's just a little bit darker and this one's a little bit lighter. You can't tell like too much of a difference, but that's pretty. I like that. I almost didn't film myself getting ready today, but I feel like it's been a hot second since I've actually put up a get ready with me. I put up my 1 week 1 palette where it showed me doing my eyes for 5 days straight, but not like my face or anything like that. So I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna film a video after this anyway, so why not sit down and film myself getting ready for you guys. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more of that like brighter shade right here. I wish there was a little bit more difference on the eyes in these two shades, especially for how expensive this palette is, but it is really pretty and I am liking how it turned out, and these shimmers are really pretty. So let's move on to the face. For primer, I'm going to put on my ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer. And then on my T-zone, I'm going to put my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. I've had this for a while. I hope it doesn't go bad. I'm not sure. The shelf life says 12 months. I probably had it longer than 12 months, but I also tend to keep products longer than their expiration dates. I wanted to use this combo because I know I love it, and I'm trying out a new foundation today. It is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I just have this little baby mini size. I got it with a Sephora code. And I have wanted to try this foundation out for so long, but it's so expensive. I think it's like $64 or $68, which is just outrageous for a foundation. But this is like a cult classic. Everyone loves it. It's been around forever, and I am so excited to try this out. With the little code, I got the shade 2. I think it'll be a match for me. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. Might be a little dark. We're gonna go with it. It's very like runny and liquidy. Yeah, this will be a tad bit dark, but it's okay. It'll be nice to at least try it out before I possibly, you know, spend all that money on a full size. I have heard that you can get it on sale a lot, like on Giorgio Armani's website. They have it 50% off, I think, a lot. So that's good. I mean, I would definitely pick it up and try it for 50% off if I end up liking it. Or I could get it during like a Sephora sale for 20% off, which would be less of a deal, but still money off. Okay, so it doesn't have too much coverage. I don't know if it really claims that. I don't think it does. Okay, that had like no coverage. Okay, let's try to build that up. I like how it looks on my skin though. It doesn't look dry, which you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, Emily, we know. Foundation looks dry on you. That's like your one struggle with foundation. I say it like every video, but it's really the truth. So that's nice that it's not looking dry. And the shade match isn't too bad. I mean, it's a little dark and a little yellow, but I think this comes in quite a few shades that I could, you know, order a full size and one that matches me a little bit better. Alrighty, so I got the foundation all blended out, and this is what it looks like on my skin with about 2 layers on everywhere, the whole face. I think I like it. I just don't like the coverage. Like, you can definitely still see all of my acne scars, my redness in my skin. I want to love more skin-like medium coverage foundations like this. I really honestly do. I know they're very in style right now. I know it's popular to just show off your skin and all that. I don't know. It's not drying. It is a tiny bit here and a tiny bit on my nose, which always happens recently. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. As of right now, I definitely would not purchase a full size, especially for the expensive price tag. But since this was more of a medium coverage foundation, I am going to go in with a more full coverage concealer. I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I have the shade L100 Fair Porcelain. And I know I talked about in a recent video that I've decided to stop putting concealer down here, but because this is such a low coverage foundation, I'm going to put a little bit just to try to cover up a little bit more of my, you know, redness and stuff. This is a lot lighter though. Oh, I need to pick up this concealer in a darker shade. I feel like a lot of people love this concealer, and it's definitely not my favorite. It's not terrible by any means, but I don't know. It's not my favorite, and it might be the shade. I mean, I did get a pretty light shade, but I don't know. It's like a little bit drying on my skin and not my favorite. I would definitely pick the e.l.f. Camo Concealer over this any day. Alright, got my concealer all blended out. The only other foundation that I have ever really put on my face that I felt like I didn't really need to set it is the Makeup Revolution like Conceal and Define foundation. It is super, super mattifying, but that one's really drying on my skin. This doesn't seem to be super drying on my skin, but like I feel like I don't need to really set it, which is so odd because I never feel that way about foundation. I always feel the need to like set my entire face. So because of that, I'm going to go in with more cream products and then only set probably in my T-zone, definitely under my eyes. I always need to set there because your girl has some under eye lines that just get real crepey and crazy like already, and I just put this concealer on. So I think that's the plan for today. I want to use my Cover FX bronzing drops. I was just shaking it up while I was talking, so you can't really see too well, but it's like super separated, which kind of grosses me out, but I guess I just need to shake it up. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'm just going to drop a little bit out onto my back of my hand. How do I want to do this? I don't want to dot it on my face. I usually don't like doing that. So I'm just going to take my stipple brush and stipple a little bit in it and then like get the excess off like on the side of my hand and then start stippling this on my face. I've only used these bronzer drops one other time, but I was so impressed by them the one time I used them. I got them in PR from Cover FX, and I don't think I would have bought these on my own. So I'm really glad that they sent them to me and I was able to try them out because they just like blend out really effortlessly and they look really good on the skin. I will say the last time I tried them, I must have been wearing a little bit darker of a foundation because they looked more like natural on my skin. Now they're looking a little bit dark and a tiny bit orange. I did try them a while ago, so I'm sure I was a little bit more tan then. Now that it's like the dead of winter and I'm a pale ghost. But I still don't think it looks bad. And they blend out like really easily. They don't dry too quickly, which is nice. Then for blush, I'm going to use my Ilia Color Haze Multi-Matte Pigment in the shade Waking Up. I also got this in PR. I just want to be transparent with you guys too and let you know like what I bought with my own money and what I've gotten in PR. But I really genuinely like these. I definitely want to purchase more in the future. This is just like a really pretty, I don't know, like mauve dark pinky shade. It smells really good too. It's for your lips and your cheeks, but I've used it on my lips one time and I didn't like it on my lips, so I just use it on my cheeks. But it's like a really pretty pink shade. Mike and I started watching Bridgerton. I think that's how you pronounce it, Bridgerton, on Netflix. It is good. It is a good show. Let me know down below if you have watched it or if it's like on your list of shows to watch, what you think about it. I mean, obviously don't give any spoiler alerts to myself or anyone else because we're actually only on episode 5. We've watched them 1 through 4, but I'm liking it a lot. And the Duke, I mean, he's not hard to look at, so kind of makes the show a little bit easier to watch. I will say the only thing that's hard about it is that it's like set back in like the 1700s or 1800s or something like that. These under eyes are looking like so like white, ghostly white compared to the rest of my face. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's not cute. Anyways, it's set in like the 17 or 1800s, so back in like the old days, so they speak like that. So sometimes it's hard for me to really like understand what they're saying. So my favorite thing is when they say something and it takes my brain a second to process it, and it's either like a joke or like a snide remark about someone in the show, and it takes me a sec to understand, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that was funny. But it takes me a second to get it because like they just speak, it's just a different way of speaking, but it's a really good show. I am really liking it. All right, since my eyes are looking so ghostly white right now, I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder because this powder oxidizes and turns my concealer darker. So, which usually I don't like, but in this instance, I feel like I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna just take this little brush, set this down. Yeah, okay, that helped a lot. Gonna do the same thing on this eye. And then in my T-zone just where I put like that concealer and it's just looking a little white, which is my fault for, you know, buying too light of a shade. Then sticking with the cream theme, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight as my highlight. Twist it open and get a little bit out of this little puff ball. Ugh, it looks disgusting. Like, I don't know. I don't like how it looks. Grosses me out. Oh, that's way too much. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Shoot. Oh gosh. That's so much. I guess I didn't need to squeeze any out of the puff ball. There was some left. There we go. Okay, it's blending and fine. Thank goodness. Oh, this highlight. I'm always amazed by it every time I use it. Okay, went ahead and did a couple things off of camera. I did my eyebrows with my Milani Weekend Brow and then my ABH Clear Brow Gel. And then I did use a different highlight for my inner corner brow bone highlight. I am not big on using cream highlights for that area of my face because I feel like it just takes off all of my concealer on my inner corners and all of that. So I just use my Nabla Ozone highlight. Okay, I want to do like a shimmery lower lash line with these two shades, like this on the inner and this on the outer part of my lower lash line. But I don't know what like brush to use. I've been like searching my cup of brushes the last like, I don't know, 2 minutes trying to figure out what brush to use with shimmers on my under eyes because I normally just use my fingers, but I think I would put like too thick of a line down. So I'm gonna try this brush by Olimar Cosmetics. It doesn't have like a brush name. It came in like a trio from BoxyCharm a while ago. I know I mentioned BoxyCharm a lot in my Get Ready With Me's and stuff because I've gotten things through them. I don't receive BoxyCharm. I haven't gotten it for like a year. Yeah, I canceled in December 2019, so January 2020. So I haven't gotten it in a year. So just know that even though I say like, oh, we got this in BoxyCharm, I got this in BoxyCharm, I don't still receive BoxyCharm. Just letting you know. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but I did. So I'm gonna take this middle green with this brush and I don't really know. I guess try to like line with this. Okay, that's working. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't. I know shimmers can be kind of finicky. Okay, that's totally working. Well, that was dramatic. I was like, I don't know what brush to use. And then the first brush I used, it worked. Just gonna put this on like the outer part of my eye. Oh, I got some in my eyeball. Oh no. That's not fun. Okay, and I am going to use my pinky for like the inner part. There we go. Okay, that works. Add a little bit of that darker green too to the outer part. Oh my gosh, I got it in my eye again. I'm never using a shimmer on a brush for my lower lash line again. Oh, I got it both eyes. What is wrong with me? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, I also went ahead and did my mascara off camera. I had planned on doing that on camera, but I wanted to get like really close to my mirror and be extra careful because my eyes were already irritated from getting eyeshadow in them. But I used my Marc Jacobs Lash Mascara. I have really been enjoying this recently. I feel like it makes my lashes look really long and nice and curled, but can I speak? Do I have words? My only complaint is that I do feel like it gets very clumpy on me, so I have to go through it with a lash comb. But other than that, I am really impressed by how that mascara is wearing on me. For lips, I'm going to use my Cloven Hollow Lip Velvet in the shade Elige. And then for setting spray, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. This is almost gone. I'm really just trying to use it up, honestly, but I do really enjoy this setting spray. And that was it, you guys. That was my just get ready with me. Yeah, I mean, I tested a couple new things in my collection, but for the most part, it was just me hanging out, getting ready. Like I said, I had to get ready for another film. Am I an actress? For another video after this. So I figured I would just sit down and get ready with you guys. The couple of things I tried today that are newer to me, this palette, I tried it for the second time today, and I'm happy with how this look turns out. I think it's really, really pretty. These shimmers are super pretty on my eyes, and yeah, nothing got really patchy. I didn't have any fallout or anything, and I think I'm understanding the hype behind Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. And then the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's pretty. I like how it looks on my skin. It is already going into my smile lines, if you can see that there, which like, I don't really struggle with that, I feel like. And I've only had this on for the couple of minutes I've been doing this video, so it hasn't been on like a super long time, so I'm not loving that. I like the finish of it on my face, but I feel like I have other foundations that give me that sort of like skin-like finish, like my Shiseido Synchro Skin, but with more coverage. So I'm really glad that I got this little baby size to test out, because I think if I would have purchased the full size for like $60-something, even 50% off for like $30-something, I think I would have been kind of disappointed. So I'm going to try this again. I have enough to try it again. So I will do so and kind of maybe keep you guys updated or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I hope you had fun watching this video. Just a little get ready with me, sit down, hang out. Thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me. I really appreciate you watching. But other than that, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.